Final round.
Welcome to Button Mash, the show where we mash all your video game content for the week for you to listen to at the press of a single button. My name is Roger, and with me, as usual, well, haven't had you on for a while, but I believe your name is Chris.
Hello,
Chris.
We're back.
We are back. It's been about a month since we did an episode.
Yeah.
We might be a little bit rusty, but we're not going to let you down. Not going to let you down. So, a little bit light on news this week because I've just got back from America, and we're just going to talk about mainly what we've been playing past couple of weeks or so. But before we do that, we finally got the reveal trailer for Borderlands 3.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Man, I'm so excited. It's very like Borderlands. Like exactly like there was nothing that really kind of shocked me in that trailer. I wasn't like, oh, what? That's weird. It just looks like Borderlands.
Yep.
Like
it's more
Borderlands. Yeah, and that's great because it's a fantastic game. So, I did see how there was more.
To see?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I liked the bit at the end where it was just like guns and more guns over. What was it like? Guns. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, over 100 million trillion guns or something. But yeah, like it's just keep it the same. It's awesome. I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do because we haven't had a Borderlands on the current console. We've had the remakes and stuff, like the Handsome Collection and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'm peaking.
Pumped up.
Can't wait. How about you?
I've liked Borderlands, but it's mainly like just playing with you, and we haven't played that much together. So I'm not. I'm kind of like, it'll be cool to play together, but I'm not like super pumped. Especially like, it's like post-apocalyptic games have become the new zombie games. So this year we already got Far Cry New Dawn, that's already come out. We're getting fucking Rage 2 in May. Now we're getting Borderlands 3, and like Fallout 76 came out a little bit before, and it's like, I don't know, like the setting has sort of lost
oversaturated
its charm a bit for me. But look, to be honest, I'll probably pick it up, and I'm sure we'll have fun together.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I'm not really super hyped for it. Like, I'm glad that it's finally been revealed because I know a lot of people have been looking forward to it. But yeah, like personally, I'm just like, I'll get it, I'll play it, I'll probably enjoy it. But there's other games that I'm more looking forward to, I think.
Yep.
If I'm being honest.
We don't know the release date, but I think they leaked it today, didn't they? By accident?
It came,
or is it a rumor?
I think they said, doesn't it say 2019?
No, but I think there was a leak saying what. Hang on, I'm going to look it up while we keep speaking.
I believe either in the trailer or like around before or after, it said 2019 release.
Okay.
I'm like 99% sure, I reckon.
Okay, so Borderlands 3 will release September 13th, according to a tweet from the official Borderlands Twitter account that has since been deleted. The tweet, which appears to have been unintentionally published on Monday, states, "Mayhem is coming September 13th. Pre-order now for Gold Weapon Skin Pack."
What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I always thought, I don't know where I saw it, but I saw somewhere that it was coming out this year.
Yeah, that's quite early. I
Um,
thought for a.
I think because there's been rumors going around. They've been like showing off, their new engine, that sort of shit, and it looks like what they were showing off, like their tech demo. It was obvious that it was the next Borderlands. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they've been working on it for a while, but
Hmm.
they just wouldn't talk about it until it was ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, yeah, I think is good. I think, man, if just everyone can be like Fallout 4, or I think it's a bit too much to ask, but be like Apex Legends, like, fuck.
Yeah,
I
in the
think
art
it's
style, it's definitely more cartoony as well. And I saw by the general public, who I don't think have really played much of Borderlands, they're like, "Oh, is this PS3 graphics?"
oh my
It's
god,
not part. It's the art style of it, and
yeah.
it's yeah,
But it's
it's
like, I mean, like how Apex Legends just like they were like, hey, we made this game and it's ready. You can go play it right now.
yeah, yeah,
um, I feel like if everything was like that, like you avoid so many things that like have been happening. For example, like showing off your game at E3 for like 2-3 years, and then it comes out and then people go, that's not what
yeah,
it looked like in the first fucking
yeah.
E3 demo. Like, just your game's ready, like you've put in the work, just
Mm.
put it out there. Like, it's
I think if it's a free game, I think you can do that. But seeing it's kind of like got a lot of work in like the campaign, and it's a bigger game than obviously
mm,
like any of those free kind of games. But it seems like you want those pre-orders to come in for the
yeah, but
money,
even
and
like say 3-4 months, like
Mhm.
I'd be happy with.
Yeah,
Like the whole I just feel like it just fucks them. They're just fucking themselves, like shooting themselves in the foot. It's like
yeah,
Final Fantasy VII remake. It's been like 3-4 years. Like I was
yeah,
really excited when they announced it. Now I'm just like, whatever. Like when it comes out, it comes out. It probably won't come out. Whatever.
yeah.
It just loses its hype. But yeah, I think they've obviously been working on it for a while, and every time there was some sort of rumor, like remember last year when there was a rumor it was going to be announced at E3 or something, and it just came out with like, no, actually, no, we're not ready to talk about it. It's
Mm,
yeah, and when they were ready, they came out, and yeah, it's coming out this year. So
it's
that
weird, hey.
that's good.
Yeah.
And that's yeah, we haven't even had E3, which will probably have more games that are coming out for. They'll fill in the rest of the calendar. Fucking busy year,
It's gonna be hectic,
busy
hectic,
busy
hectic,
year.
hectic. Hmm.
Yeah. Now talk to us about Trials Rising that you picked up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. It was a bit of a surprise pickup for me. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really going to pick this up straight away, but circumstances of me being homesick for 4 days, I was looking at reviews and stuff like that, and I was like, man, I really want to play this game, and I was going to go back to the old Trials and
Mm-hmm.
just play that, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna get the new one. I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then I was thinking about getting on the Switch because it's perfect for the Switch. But the PS4 version, I think it was like $15 cheaper.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I
Oh
was
shit.
like, I'll just get it on PS4.
Yep.
It's very similar to Trials Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Same concept.
Yep.
Sort of trial bikes. You got the multiplayer ghosts, got to beat the times. You got the bronze, silver, and gold, and you can move on.
Mm-hmm.
This one they've got licensing to Fox Racing, another motocross sponsor as well. I think it was like, I feel like it's like Oakley or something.
Okay.
And they've got like little sponsor events, so they like try and sponsor you. And
Okay.
then if you get through like a certain, like say 6 tracks, they'll kind of give you a sponsorship and give you like a jersey or a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you level up, you get a loot box, and then it just gives you like decals or helmets, boots, and so on. And it's pretty wacky as well. I think you can maybe buy a loot box with real money. I feel like you can, but I actually have no idea why you would. Like, it's all cosmetic, and you level up so quickly. Like, there was a time when I was just playing. I just kept on playing, and then I had like 8 loot boxes. I was like, oh, what the hell? So I was sitting there just opening up all these loot boxes. So it's such a easy, relaxing game to play as well. You just press the touchpad and you just go back to the start and reset, and then you're off you go again. The controls exactly the same. There's a bit of a tutorial at the start where it shows you how to play the game. It's like a bit of a school of how to, attack certain jumps and certain little obstacles and stuff like that. So once you go through that, then you get onto the main kind of career. I think there's 6 different types of bikes. There's like actual BMX in there. I haven't unlocked that yet or bought it yet. There's a tandem bike. There's just your normal trail bike. There's your dirt bike. There's your supercross bike, and so on. The really cool thing, though, I was playing around with the customization of it, so you can actually customize everything on your bike to the seat, color, stickers, rims. You can unlock new rims, new tires, exhausts, stuff like that. So I made a Suzuki. So I was like, I'm going to make a Suzuki. So I made the bike yellow, put a blue seat on it, put RM 450 on the side. Full decked it out, had gold rims. So it was exactly like a supercross bike. I made the white number plates on the side. So I was there for like half an hour building that. And then I went to top downloads, and if you're writing search, and I was like, oh, what's this? So I wrote in the top downloads, and I was scrolling down, and people have made like Honda CR 450s and KXs, and they look exactly like them. Like, they've done it down to a pin. Like, it was just so good. Like, the detail that these guys have done it, and the game has probably been out for like 2 days. And I was like, what the hell? And then they can put a price on it, so you can buy the skin with your in-game currency that you have like a fair bit of anyway. So so that was pretty cool. And you can buy jerseys and customized jerseys, so you could actually get like a Red Bull helmet or a Red Bull jersey or a Rockstar Monster. And you can just do anything you want. I reckon it's there. Like, someone made an Essendon Bombers motorbike, and it definitely blew up in game.
I was about to say that.
Just like this season. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I even played just people's random tracks that people have made. And remember, I was only probably 3 days in, so I wouldn't think there was going to be much in there, but there was heaps. There's like an X Games one that this guy made that was so much fun. I was just staying there trying to beat people's times, or just try to complete the actual track itself. I don't know how this guy did it, but it had an F1 track, and you're literally driving a car around a track.
What?
Yeah, behind view as well, not like 2D, like how it is.
What?
So I have no idea how he made that, but I was like, this is cool. So I'd hate to see what it would be on there right now. Oh, actually, not hate to see. I can't wait to see what else they've made, because I haven't played it for probably a month because of the Division 2 came out. But I'm still going through just the normal story missions and tracks and stuff like that. And I really like racing against the ghosts or just other people online. Like, it's so much fun. I just clicked in it before, and now they've got seasons. So season 1 has just started, and you win rewards by going up ranks whenever you win, and beat other people's times. And I think you have to race other people live though, so you just go into it and you'll be racing actually, so there'll be no restarts or anything like that. So that's cool, because you don't know what track you're racing, I don't think. I bought it for $29, I think it was. Yeah, awesome, man. So good. I love it. Like, it's just one of those games where if I just don't want to play really, you know, a division game or a Fortnite or anything like that, I just want to just kind of sit back, relax, and just muck around. There it is, and there's heaps to do in it, man. So yeah, I highly recommend it. If you like Trial Fusion, you'd love Trial Rising because it's just Trial Fusion, but just a lot better. There's heaps to do. Like, you just don't get sick of it because it's just never-ending new tracks. But I only just went into that mode, the user track mode, just to see, how it is. And I only played probably 4 tracks. And I said, "Oh, this is awesome," and yeah, I wouldn't mind to make my own track as well. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
But you can go into full detail as well. But no, I'm just keep on plugging away, doing the normal single player stuff. And yeah, that's what I've got to. That's my thoughts on Trial Rising.
Awesome.
Recommend it. If you don't care about pricing and you have a Switch, I would get on Switch because it's just one of those games that it'd be even better, I think, on Switch because
all the sorts of pick up and easy to pick up.
Yeah,
just jump in, jump out kind of games.
Play for 5 minutes.
Yeah, 100%.
But seeing I like the game a fair bit, I knew that being on the PS4, it doesn't really bother me because I like the game, so I'd actually come home and be like, yeah, I want to play Trial Rising.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Yes.
Awesome. So while I was away, didn't have my PS4 with me, didn't have my Xbox computer. All I had was my little Switch. And what I did was I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy some games before I go, and I can play them while on the go. And I bought one game. And it's a game that I've bought twice already, and that I've already spoken about on the show already. So I bought Valkyria Chronicles for the 3rd time on the Switch because I've got it on PS4, I've got it on computer, and I've got it on Switch now. But it was fucking dirt cheap. It was $12 or something. I was like, I love that game. I don't care. It's pretty much my favorite genre. It's tactics, sort of turn-based kind of game, and awesome. And then I also played a shitload of Moonlighter, which I've also talked about on the show before. It's basically I've caught 8 flights altogether during the trip.
Yep.
So that was pretty much my go-to. 99, maybe 95% of the time I was playing Moonlighter. I played for a little bit, on the flight there, and I was like, man, I didn't realize how amazing that game is. I was hooked.
Yeah.
And, I already said good things about the game when I first played it, and I reckon it's become, my favorite roguelike game. I can't think of any other roguelike that I've loved as much as Moonlighter.
Wow.
It's just a good, a pretty much perfect combination of a different genres kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just that sort of, you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, cool, I've got these items, I got to flog them, put them on the shelves, got to put a price on it, got to figure out what's the right price that people are going to buy it at. And then you go, cool, I'm going to open the doors. People start coming in, and they buy all this stuff. Sometimes you get thieves that come in. So what happens is, when people walk into the door, they'll have a little speech bubble with a little symbol in them, right? So you have one with a mustache and a top hat. So then this guy's got money. Maybe I'll jack up the prices on a couple of things because they don't mind spending a bit of cash.
Yeah.
Or you get someone who's looking for shit to build armor or whatever. You're like, cool, he's probably going to go for that item. And then you have one that comes in, he's got the sort of stripe beanie and some sort of mask thing. And you're like, okay, this guy's going to try steal my shit. So what you do is you wait. You can't do anything until they actually steal something.
Okay.
So then what they do is they walk around and then they'll go, okay, I'm going to steal that item. They pick it up and then they try to run to the door. If they reach the door, they're gone. You've lost your item. So what you got to do is run to them and then just tackle them and then take the item back. So it's kind of like, it's just really interesting, man. Like so that part of the game is, yeah, it's awesome. It's like, you got to figure out, cool, I've picked up this item from killing this monster. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to put it up for this much. And then people come in, they tell you, yeah, this is a ridiculous price. I'm not going to buy it. Like, fuck off. And then you go, cool, I'm going to bring down the price. But then if you do that kind of too much and you take too long to figure out what the right price is, the popularity of the item will go down, which means it could have been worth more, but now you're going to be selling it for less because it's not really a sought after item. So that's, you got to figure that out as well. And then you go out into the town, then you've got to invest your money either in your own shop, making it bigger, getting better items in the shop. Like you get just little things like you can upgrade your register, and it just looks nicer. So for some reason, it makes people want to tip you more. Like things like that. Do
you think I would like this game?
I don't know, because the thing is, like, if it was just a roguelike where you just go in there, fight monsters, and then you die, you sort of go back and then the level's different. I've played plenty of those games and I liked a lot of those games, but if it was just that, I would not love this game as much as I do. But it's just like the combination of, so you've got that, and then when you go into the town, you can upgrade your shop, or you can invest into other people's shops.
Oh, that's sick.
So you got
it's like you got stocks.
Kind of, but it's like it's pretty much you're unlocking types of shops, right? Okay. So one of them would be the blacksmith. You give him items and money, he'll make armor for you, new weapons, that sort of thing. And then you got the potion lady, she'll upgrade your existing items as well. Or there's just a pawn dude that just sells you different items. Is not much use because a lot of stuff you'll just get from playing anyway. And then there's like a banker dude where that's where you can invest your money, and then you come back in a few days and you've obviously got more money. So that's what you can do during the day. And then it's nighttime and you go, cool, I need to go into the dungeons and kill some monsters and get some items. So the sort of gist of it is you've got 4 different types of dungeons. Okay. They're all themed around something different. So the first one is golems. So it's like a lot of like stone monsters kind of thing. The second one is forest. The third one is fire. Yeah. And the fourth one is like tech or some shit. So you got like robots and that. I'm up to the third one now. So how it works is you go into the first dungeon. You can't go into all 4. You've got to unlock them. So you go into the golem one. There's 1 level. Yep. You beat the boss, and then you go to the second floor of the dungeon. You get to the end of that. You beat the boss, and you get to the third one, and then you've got like a giant boss at the end of that, the main boss, and then you beat him, and you get the key to the next dungeon. But the thing is, it's like there's pretty much no way you're going to do it in your first, second, third try, right? Because you got kind of shitty weapons. You don't really know the enemies. But then when you die, you can either try the level again, but everything is different, or you can just go home. But when you die, you lose all your items that you've got. So what you can do is you've got this weird talisman thing that teleports you back home. Yep. So what you do is you get to a certain point, you're like, oh fuck, maybe I should just go, or I'm about to die, I'm just going to teleport back home. And then you go home and just rinse and repeat. You put your items on the shelf, you sell them, and then so on. But then you get to a point where you figure out what you're going to craft, right? and then you start going, okay, well, I need these items, so I'm not going to sell those. You put those on your wish list, and then it puts like a little star on the items that you need. So then you get those, you go, cool, so I'm not going to sell those, I'm going to put those aside. I need those to make potions, so I'm not going to sell all of those. And it becomes like this sort of item management kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love it. It's so good. Like I said, like I already said good things about it when I first played it, and like playing a lot more of it while I was away. It's just, it's easily, I can't think of any game in that sort of genre that I've enjoyed more than this. It's just, it's
nice,
awesome.
That's sick.
And it's another one of those games, like it's perfect for the Switch. Like, you can pick it up, play for 5 minutes, do a dungeon run, go back home, sell your shit, you're done.
Yeah.
So if you've been sleeping on that one, I would definitely recommend that one. It was on special at some point on the Switch. I haven't really kept an eye on the other consoles. It's pretty much available on anything now. I'm not sure if it's on Xbox as well, but it's definitely on PS4 and PC.
Okay.
Perfect for the Switch, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about picking up that little Dragon Cafe on Switch because obviously I'm going to be playing my Switch a little bit when I'm off to Bali on Sunday. So I'm thinking, should I get it? It's probably a good time. I'm probably going to have a look at some reviews, a bit more reviews on it because I'm still unsure. But yes, because I don't have one of those type of games on my Switch. Like I've got Stardew Valley and stuff. But yeah,
have a look, man. There's a lot of good specials on at the moment. Just have a browse.
Have a browse.
There'll be something in there, definitely.
Yeah.
But there was that, and then Valkyria Chronicles as well that I've played on the other on PS4 and on PC, but somehow I've gotten further on the Switch that I've gotten on the other ones. And it's just, it's such an awesome game. Like the art style is awesome. It's sort of like watercolor kind of drawings and a bit like 3D graphics. So it looks kind of cel shaded. It's just really pretty. Yeah,
it looks really cool graphics. I like the all pixelated kind of stuff and
So played that a bit as well because I love those kind of turn-based strategy games, and I played quite a bit of that, and it gets a little bit more complex as you go. So it gets to a point where you're basically in charge of your own squad, and you basically draft your own soldiers, right? You make up your own team, and then you go on missions, and then you can choose who from your team you want to take on the mission, and then you can sort of put money into research to upgrade your weapons or your armor or that sort of thing, or your tank, and then you can also use your experience points that you get from doing missions into upgrading certain types of soldiers, and then when you level them up they learn different skills as well. So that's really interesting, like trying to come up with your own sort of strategies and stuff. And then it gets to a point where, because basically you can take them on a mission, they can die. If they die, they're like gone. The soldier's dead. And then you can go to like the cemetery and like visit your dead soldiers and stuff. And it's like that sort of thing. That's what I've really loved about XCOM as well. It's like you feel like you're in charge of those soldiers, so it's like makes it a bit more intense when you're playing the missions. But it's I think it's still pretty cheap on Switch at the moment. It's definitely like if you've got a PC it'll be like fucking $3-5 something like that. But it's up to the 4th in the series now. That's a bit more expensive, but like fuck, such good games, definitely. But yeah, so that's hey.
I've got to have a walk around in the store.
Yeah, definitely. Valkyria Chronicles probably not your cup of tea, but Moonlighter definitely have a look. I think you would enjoy that. It's kind of pretty simple. It's like top down. You go into the dungeon. Every dungeon is like every piece of the dungeon is just one screen, and then you beat the enemies from that screen, and then you go into the doorway onto the next screen, that sort of thing. So it's that type of game, which is it's cool. Different weapons will have different sort of how they work. It's like one would do like sort of a semicircle. You can shoot arrows, that sort of thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I reckon you'd like it.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a bit of me. That's what I was like.
Yeah, and it's not.
I'm tempted.
It's harder to get repetitive because every time you go in, the level's going to be different.
Yeah.
Because it's procedurally generated. And like that sort of thing where it breaks up the thing where you go back home and sell your stuff, and it's awesome. Love it. So
yes. Goddamn.
All right. And then I got The Division, and I got old mate Nathan to install it on my PlayStation 4 so I could play as soon as I got home. You've played a lot more than me. I'm up to level 6 at the moment. I'm level 6 peasant.
Yep, nice.
You're at level 30.
Well, I don't have a level next to my name anymore. It's it goes to gear score. Even you can see that. It just doesn't have 30. It's just a few numbers.
Interesting.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, I love The Division, man. I'm so happy I'm back. And especially when it's just bigger, better in every way, and I love it. Where to start? Well, the story is very, it's The Division. Like, everyone knows really The Division. You're an agent trying to save the world, yada, yada, yada. You're protecting, the civilians. So the story is, it's it's nothing to rave on about. I wouldn't say it's a, oh man, get The Division 2. It's
the plot twist at the end, though.
Oh boy, what a story it tells. No, it's not like that. It's definitely a loot shooter. You go out, keep on getting better guns, getting better gear, and there is just a fair bit to do. Now, first off, when I played it, I like the night and day cycle. It's just not a darky, snowy day. Now, I think we were going on about if it was day in The Division 1.
You said it was nighttime the whole time.
Yeah. Or it was just like badly overcast where it was always dark.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's just like sort of
whatever it was, I remember that game as being very dark and white, and like it just wasn't, wasn't bright or anything like that. Where this one is, you've got day and night cycle. Rain will come through, like storms. There's certain parts of the map are different, so you're just not looking at buildings all the time. You'll get to a point where you'll go more foresty, and when that light shines through the trees and stuff like that, you just think, oh wow. I just stop and kind of, look at it and go, man, that's beautiful. Like, damn, you couldn't do this in Division 1. So the game looks awesome, like phenomenal. Gameplay, exactly the same. Nothing's changed from that at all. It's more of a cover shooter. I feel like you definitely have to take cover a lot more. Yeah. So I feel like you can go down a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I feel like you can kill enemies a lot quicker. There is still that sponge, but not as bad as what the Division 1 had. So Yeah, I progressed through the whole thing. I can say that Endgame is awesome. I feel like, okay, this is when the game starts.
Okay.
So that's good. It's not like I feel like at the end of Division 1 and we kind of went to max rank, we were just waiting for the DLC to come out and just running the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
With this one, I don't need to touch really any of that. I just want to keep going, and you'll know when you get to that bit into the game.
Mm-hmm.
But all I can say is, yes, you can just keep going and keep playing.
So is it kind of a spoiler to talk about Endgame? What you do after you?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a spoiler. I know how I said the story isn't that great, but it is a bit of a spoiler, so I don't want to say anything. But anyway, going back to just the main game, the side missions are fantastic. They feel like an actual mission in the game. They're not just, kill the patrol guy and you'll drop something. These are more full-fledged missions, I feel like. They're different. There's strongholds as well.
Yep.
So they're kind of like, if you ever played Destiny, that would be kind of like your Nightfall, I reckon, maybe. So they go for a while, like the strongholds. That would probably take you around 25 minutes, maybe half an hour to complete one. It depends how long you kind of figure it out as well. So me and my mate, we played one stronghold the other night, and we got up to the end, and we just couldn't get past this bit. We just kept on dying because it was a non-spawn location, so you couldn't just spawn back. You either had to get your mate to get you up, or too bad, you just go back to the checkpoint. We finally figured it out. It was so dumb. It was just one of those obvious things. We're just like, oh, that's how we should have done it. Like, that's how we can kill that guy and those guys and kill that drums and yada yada yada. So there's 3 strongholds in the map. It's based in Washington DC. So yeah, the strongholds. If you get the first one, and I think it's between like level 12, 16 and 20 or something like that, maybe, or maybe less. And then it gets harder and harder. You need to unlock. So once you've finished the game, like the story, then you've got to. Once you've completed then the strongholds, or 3, you've get these things called, what are they called? Specials? I think specials? What are they called? Damn. That's going to kill me now. Anyway, so pretty much if you go back to your the White House, that's where your base of operation is, and you go back to where the guy kind of you can change like your special abilities, like your little like how you get the hive, and you've got the little turret that you can flip out, stuff like that. So a little merchant chick appears beside him, and you can select 3. What are they called? Oh man, that's gonna kill me, man. Anyway, I actually have gone blank. There, man, god damn it! It's not a special. It is a special in a way. Oh man, it's kill me now. What's it called? Damn it! Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up because I just can't keep saying special. It'd be funny if it was a special.
No shit.
It is called. Oh. Okay, it's called specializations. Okay, I was right. I didn't think it was called that for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you got 3 specials. You've got a one called demolition. One called survivalist. And the other one is called. I don't know what the last one's called. Anyway, there's another one. You get you get a new tree of perks,
Oh,
and you get a special weapon.
okay.
So the demolition, you get a grenade launcher.
Hmm.
So you bring out like a noob tube, and the survivalist, you get a bow and arrow,
Okay.
and the other one, I think it might be called the hunter. You have a sniper rifle, but the sniper rifle is like it's like a high powered like
Hmm.
sniper rifle that deals out like over 100,000 damage. Like it's like one shot, bang, you're dead. Um, and then the same currency that you use to upgrade your perks and stuff like that,
Hmm.
exactly the same as these things. So you can unlock all three, and it costs you like three DHZ points, whatever they're called. And then once you select it, you get an outfit for him. So like a unique kind of outfit. So demolition, you get like a riot helmet and riot gear and stuff like that. And you can go back to your normal gear if you want, but they're just saying like, oh, here's an actual outfit if you want it.
Yep.
And the survivalist, you've got like a cowboy hat, and you kind of look like a redneck. And the sniper guy, the hunter, you kind of have like a balaclava, and you kind of look like an urban sniper. And you have like a perk tree on it. So one will be like, I think mine was the first one I did was the hunter, so with the sniper rifle.
Hmm.
And one of the perks, the first perk was out of one of the trees was 5% increase on headshots. If you're behind your teammates, all the team gets a buff of 5% headshots. Yeah, there's all these little perks. There's more than just one. There's like a fair few of them, and then you can just keep on making them better and better. So obviously you can just go out to I think maybe 15 or 20% buff of headshots. So that's huge. So if your teammates are in front and they're hitting a head, it's like game set match. Like they've got a 15% buff on headshots. The demolition guy that I went to and tried him out that I really like, because he has his new tube and it's sick. Like it just gives a fair bit of damage. His is any white machine gun damage buff of 5%. So I can eventually buff that up to I think maybe 15 or 20%. And I love the LMGs in Division 2. Another one was the assault rifle buff as well. There's like reloading perks. So there's heaps, all different ones. So kind of, once you kind of experiment, but I feel like you've got to kind of stick to one because you don't want to waste all your kind of currency, scattered everywhere.
Hmm.
So I've only just upgraded one of my perks on my guy, of my special, and that's the demolition guy. I haven't used the survivalist yet, but he's more of like a support, so like healing and stuff like that. But I haven't used him and I haven't unlocked him, so I can't tell you much about him. But yeah, I love that. At the end game, you get this totally different kind of feel for the game. Like you get a gun that isn't in the game at all. Like there's no grenade launchers in the game, full stop. So it's sick that you're like, whoa, what is this? Like, that's sick. The sniper rifle is crazy as well. So when you've got your special and you want to use it, you've got to pick up ammo, special ammo, and it comes up in like an orange glow, and that's your special ammo. To get that special ammo, it will tell you how to get it. So it might be, I think the hunter was killing people with headshots, and it will drop the special ammo, but I think it's only like an 80% chance it will drop it, or a 75% chance or something like that, because it doesn't drop always. The demolition is if you kill people with explosives, so a grenade, stuff like that.
Yep.
The thing is, if we were running the same specialist and we both kill some people and there's, say, one special ammo out there, if you picked it up, I couldn't pick it up either because we use the same special ammo. Where if I'm a demolitionist and you're a survivalist, we have separate ammo, so we don't steal each other's ammo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they say that you should go different specialists, because then you all have, you always have kind of ammo for your special weapon. So I save mine all the time. So if there's a boss coming around or a gold guy, I just save up for that. So then I have like 6 bullets on him. So I used the hunter for the first time, and I went into my friend's game, Matt and Pat's game, and we were doing a stronghold. And I said, whoa, man, I want to try this like special out, because I still have my 2 guns, my 2 normal guns. So I have like an LMG and a submachine gun, and then I have my massive sniper rifle as well. So you unfold it, and I was like, all right, I'm going to try it out. Headshot him. It was just like, bang, dead. straight away. They're just like, whoa, what the hell? I was like, whoa, man. So like what my level is, like a high sniper rifle would be, that would probably be 50k damage. And that would be classified as a good sniper rifle for me, for my gear set. This sniper rifle does over 100k damage. So it does like twice the amount of damage what my normal awesome sniper would be. So yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, so I like that aspect of it, how they've brought in these like specialists. There is control points. You got to take over control points. Once you take over a control point, you have your AI kind of teammates that will come in and take over. And once you're out in the world looting, it will have bottles of water and food and nuts and bolts for them to fix stuff. And you got to donate that stuff to your control points. And you might have like 8 control points around the whole map. And you got to kind of keep it up, of like giving them water and stuff like that. The reason why you do that is their patrols get wider and they get stronger, and there's just more of them, of the AI. Mm-hmm. Now, let me say, the AI in this game is really good. Like, they actually help you out. The way I experimented with this was you can call them in with control points. So if you're about to take over a control point, you can shoot a flare gun in the air and they'll come in back up. And it will take them, I think, like 40 seconds to come. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, you see them taking cover and shooting and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's just one of those games where they're just there to kind of distract, but they actually won't kill enemies. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of said, we'll see if they kill anyone. So I sat back, took cover, and literally drank my coffee while watching these guys fight, and they were killing them. I was so surprised. I was like, this is awesome. Like, there was a time where I died doing a control point, and they were attacking, and I had to respawn at the safe house, and I had to run over to them, and they killed the boss. We took it over.
What?
Yeah, like, they took it over without me actually, like, I wasn't there till the end. Like, I died when the boss was out there, and I think he was like half dead. And then I was like, no, we have to go back. And I went back there, mm-hmm. and they're like, yeah, we did it, mad. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, you guys did it? I was like, yes, that's awesome. And then they're like, oh yeah, the weapon locker room's open, or the storage locker, whatever it's called. So you open up a kind of like a secret room, mm-hmm. in control points, and it has like a gun crate and all this cool gear loot that you can get. So I was really impressed by that. I'm impressed as well by the enemy AI. Each kind of faction has their own playstyle of their attack you. So there'll be one faction that will flank you. They'll try and flank you at all costs, so that you can see them like running around or jump through windows, and they'll always try and flank you and get behind you. There's another faction that will run at you with fire, and they're all they love fire, so they'll throw like, Molotov cocktails at you and use guns that have, fire bullets or stuff like that. And they're very aggressive on you. And then there's another faction that are pretty heavily armed with the snipers, and they'll sit back and, they're quite smart as AI, an enemy AI, because there's a lot of enemy AIs out there that is just so dumb. You're just like, mate, this is so dumb. Like, but I feel like these guys have got, a bit of character to them, and they've got some strategies, and it's good to try and figure out some things as well, especially when you're doing these strongholds. Like, you kind of have to be like, hang on, we need a plan here. And it's good to switch up your perks as well. Like, I've got another one that's a hive. I think it's the last one of the hives, called Reviver, where you can revive your mates without you being there. So if you throw your hive across to them, and if they're in that radius, it will just get them up. Or if I just go down, I'll just get back up again as well. And then there's obviously, you get your turret, you got your flyby. It's like a paper aeroplane that you throw and it kills them all. There's just so many different types of play styles. And that's what I love about the game. And there's so many different ways you can go about doing a mission as well. And perks and helping each other with different things, or like I've experimented with so much. Like, I've gone in there with literally no attackive stuff. It was all defense. It was health reviver, and I had a drone that always gave me armor as well. So, it was hard for me to die, but when it came to that boss, it was a bit of a slug because I didn't have any special,
sort of
weapons offensive stuff. Yeah, like I couldn't attack them, but I would always be like kind of protected in a way. But then sometimes you think like, oh no, that's not going to work, because if more groups comes out, I've got to kind of do a bit of crowd control, and if I put a drone out there, they'll attack them, or I can take the boss, and you can do that, and I'll do this, and I'll run a healing. You don't need to run healing. You can just run all offensive stuff. And I don't know, man. I've just been loving it. Like, there's so much kind of diversity in the game, and I love it. And I didn't think there'd be that much in this game with that. Crafting's still there. Crafting blueprints, crafting guns and gear, crafting perks. You got perks on your gear as well, so you can put on like buffs on your gloves, on your knee pads, anything really. The list goes on. Then you got cosmetic gear as well, just to make you look cool. Sunglasses, hats. I've been really lucky. I opened up one of the most expensive gear in the game, and it's like an actual like officer's blazer. I think I got that at like level 7 or something with metal stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is a gold like item. That's cool. And then I added up and got these little points that you can actually buy cosmetic stuff. So I bought the pants for it, so it matches. So yeah, that's pretty good in it. Like the cosmetics, everyone looks pretty different. Even the backpacks, and you can color them. So you have dye now, so you can dye your backpacks and your clothing. And then you can also change the skin color of your guns. That's pretty, original. That was back in the Division 1. But the dyeing of your backpack and stuff like that is new to the game. The way to get dye is either from these little yellow crates that are around. So when you're walking around Washington, look up in the sky, there'll be these big yellow kind of crates that will be hanging from a tree or from a building. Sometimes they are on the ground. I think there's like 10 of them on the map. I've come across, I think, 3 or 4, and you just literally shoot it and it'll open, it will drop some camo and a bit of gear. And yeah, then you can start just dyeing gear. So I picked up red dye, so I just dye everything red. And I picked up a red camo as well, so everything's just kind of red for my guy. So that's pretty cool. Now you have the dark zone as well, so that's the PvP kind of PvE side of things. The dark zone now split up to 3 different sections of Washington. Different levels. Now, I don't think that actually affects your gear score. Like, everyone's kind of even. So if you go in there with an AK at level, that brings out, say, 20k damage, everyone will have a 20k damage gun. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's kind of evened out. When you go in there, you're not wasting your time. Once you get some loot, there'll be some toxic kind of gear where you actually have to extract it, and there's other gear that you don't need to extract it. You can literally just chuck it straight on as well, and that's kind of just normal gear that you would normally find out in the real world. But in the dark zone, the really good stuff that you find will probably be contaminated, and you'll probably have to extract it. We've extracted a few times, and we haven't had a problem with anyone killing us. I think they have what do you call it? That radius chat where you can speak to them if you're near them, and then if you're not near them, like, you can't hear them. But seeing me and my mate were in a party, they couldn't hear us, but we could hear them. And it was really funny, though, because I didn't know about this, but once someone called an extraction in, we said, oh, sweet, we'll use their extraction and see how we go. So we run in, and then we hear these guys are like, oh, here comes 2 dudes. And they're like, oh, should we kill them? And I was like, uh-oh. And then they're like, no, see if they do anything. And then I kind of just did like an emote of me just doing like star jumps and just like waving and stuff like that. And then they're like, no, they're cool. Yeah, don't shoot them. Like, you don't know, they might have more, like, another 2 guys behind them or something like that.
Yeah.
See how we go. And so it's really funny because, like, we could hear them, but they couldn't hear us because we were in our party. But yeah, that kind of brings another element. But I feel like, yeah, not many people are attacking as much. I haven't unlocked the last dark zone. I just haven't done the mission, to be honest, because I've just been distracted with other stuff. But I'll probably do that tonight, actually. I should probably unlock the last one. But there is an aggressive dark zone bit called... I can't remember. I read about it as well, but it's very friendly. Like, you can do whatever you want in the dark zone now. It's a bit more like, you can't accidentally shoot another team. You can't accidentally shoot someone else, because last time I remember, even I think when I was playing with you maybe, or someone else, I think it might have been Pat, where, you know, you'll be shooting some AI and then another group will come and help you, and then you'll accidentally, like, they'll walk in front of your gun and you'll shoot them, and then you'll go rogue and you think, oh man, are you kidding me? Like, damn it. But now you actually have to hold down the touchpad to go rogue, and then you can start killing, like, other players. Another thing in the dark zone is when you go rogue, there are these little switches around the dark zone map that it tells you can go to. Once you get up to 100%, it takes you to, like, this ghost lair, and it has a guy there that sells you special gear, but you need a special currency for it in... I think it might be, it's in the dark zone. I haven't really come across it because I haven't actually been in the dark zone a lot. But I've done this thing a few times with Matt where, you get up to 100% and then you get to... Your rogue status gets cleared when you get to it. Yep. So it's either down a drain or in a building or something like that, and then there's a guy standing there and you can sell mad stuff, and then you can come out. But while you're flicking these switches, they'll have these really cool loot boxes that you can open and get pretty good gear, because I think the better gear, the higher rogue level you get, the better gear you get. So It kind of gives you, like, should we go rogue and just let's do the switches and try and find the lair and get really good gear on the way and extract it, or so when you get all this gear, you go into this lair, your rogue status gets wiped clean, but then you got to extract your stuff, right? And then that's when you're obviously just pooing yourself, because you're like, oh man, you know, hope no one comes along and just cuts the rope or tries to kill us or something like that, because they're going to have some pretty sick gear. But no, I found the dark zone really good, and I think you'll enjoy it too, because it's not so aggressive and it's not so crazy as like the first one. There's a lot of people helping each other, I feel like. It's really bizarre. But yeah, we're in the first 2 dark zones, so I think there's more to the dark zone than I don't know. So I'll be interested to find out a bit more, and I will probably find out a bit more about it on Friday when we have a bit of a sesh. But I think that's all. I've probably rambled on so long about it because there's so much. There's so much to the game. There's even bounties as well. Like, there's daily bounties, there's daily activities. There's just so much to the game. There's 8-man raids coming out as well.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Oh gosh, I had to see what that's going to be like. That's going to be crazy. And then they're bringing out new, like, specialists as well. So that would be cool to see what new specialists they bring out. Yeah, man, I'm just really enjoying it. Like, I really like the Division 1, and this is just even better. Like, if you didn't like the Division 1, you're going to hate the Division 2. But if you like the Division 1, you're going to love the Division 2. If you haven't played any of the divisions, well, shit. If you like loot shooters, third person, definitely pick it up. You can definitely play it by yourself. I reckon I've played it by myself 70% of the time. And I played it with a few with randoms as well. If you get stuck anywhere, even in the open world, you can call other division agents just to come and help you fight in the open world.
How do you respond to that call?
You hold the touchpad.
Okay.
And then you'll hold down on the D-pad. It will say to you, when it comes up saying a division agent needs help, it will come up from left of what to press.
Oh, okay.
And then you just kind of just press it, and then you'll just go into their game, and then you just help them. I like to help people if they're doing missions and stuff, open world stuff. Sometimes I just feel like they just want someone to play with. They just run around with you, and you're just like, "What are we doing? Like, why do you need my help?" But like, because I could just be running around in my kind of map and doing my things. I need help. Actually, I do need help. I saw a few people with these masks, right, on their faces. And I was like, they were cool, man. How do you get them? And I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just YouTubed it. And there are 10 masks in, like, all around the map, but they've all have these little kind of things that you have to do. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to give one mask a go and see what happens, right? And it sounds like this guy was making it up. So he's like, all right, go here, and there's a memorial, right? There's a thing with all the people's names, and there's a light that's shining onto it. He's like, so you have to shoot the light out, then you have to step off the water, then you have to salute to the memorial, and then like a ghost will pop out. It's called a ghost, but he's not a ghost. He's like a real person, kind of. And once you kill him, he drops like the mercenary mask or whatever, and then you can pick it up, and you've got it, and you can just chuck it on wherever you want. And I was like, that sounds like a lot of rubbish, but I'm going to try it. Tried it. Boom. Smoke comes out. This guy pops out. And I was like, whoa. I was like, holy shit, this is real. And then I was trying to kill him, and man, I was struggling hard. I literally didn't kill him. Like, I kept on dying. I died like 6 times. I was going back there, and he was kind of fighting like other AI and stuff like that. And he had a drone that was flying around, and it was gold as well. And I was like, oh, this is really hard. I was like, man, I need someone. So I didn't get the mask, but there are other ones as well. There's another 9 that you can do that are different. Like, go to this place and, kill 2 people and another, person pop up. But and I've explored heaps. I've explored the sewers, some sewers and just new places. And there's a bit survivalists with like missions and side missions and just hidden stuff as well. And, oh, man, list goes on. Love it. Really good. One negative for me, though, that I'm a bit disappointed about. The pop-in textures for fucking PlayStation. Sucks penis.
The what?
Pop-ins. The animation. Stuff rendering really late.
Yeah.
So you've probably noticed that. Apparently it's a problem on the PlayStation Pro, not on the non-PlayStation. Bizarre. There's a few things that people said you could do that I tried. I don't think it helped that much. I still saw it.
Yeah.
And it's really bizarre where there'll be a truck and it'll just be fuzzy riding. I'm like, what? I'm like, it hasn't loaded in yet. And I'm like, this is weird. So yeah, that sucks. That was my big negative about the game is the pop-ins. They were
there's a lot of it.
Yeah, it was really annoying. I don't see it as much now because I'm just maybe I'm used to it. But yeah, that is annoying, disappointing, but hopefully maybe they can bring out a patch and maybe fix a little bit of it. I know they won't be able to fix the whole thing, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird that it's on the PlayStation Pro but not on the PlayStation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm loving it. I can't wait to play with you because I haven't played with you yet. And I can play with you now. Yay! Because it doesn't matter what level you are, you all go to the same level. So if I'm a level 25 and Roger joins my game, he goes to level 24. He goes one below me. And then I'm actually not sure what happens if I join you. I suppose I go to level 6.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, that'll be interesting. But you definitely can play with everyone, because Pat, one of our friends, he was like level, same as you, it was like level like 5, I think, and I was level like 16, and he joined my game and he popped up to level like 15, and he just played with me, and it was fine, it was perfect. So I don't know what happens if I go join your game though. Like I haven't really joined a person that's below me though, so I should suss that out.
Yeah, I'll give that a crack soon.
Yeah, but the short time you've had the game,
yep.
Do you have any negatives, positives?
I'm digging it. It's something that I had against number 1 when we played it was, I think I don't know what the time frame was, but I remember it being pretty close to Destiny. I don't know how far apart they were, but I just
think they were pretty close as well.
Yeah,
I just only a few months out, I think.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, I reckon it was. And I just remember getting all this cool stuff in Destiny. It's like you get this engram and you unlock like some cool piece of armor, and then you play Division, you get like a fucking beanie or some knee pads, and I was just like, I'm just like not feeling excited about unlocking stuff at all.
Yeah.
But even though it's pretty much the same thing in Division 2, I'm actually more excited about getting stuff. I think it's like I'm paying more attention to the numbers, how it's like increasing my stats and stuff. And it's like, cool, I've got these knee pads that like, will increase my armor level to like 500 or whatever it is. And bit more sort of item management kind of thing. And like, I was asking you yesterday, like, what do you reckon's better? Do I sell my stuff, or do I just pull it apart, deconstruct it, and use the scraps to craft other stuff? And
aka deconstruct.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't played with anyone at all. I did play with randoms when I played the beta, but the full game, I've just been playing by myself. And it's definitely a game when you're playing by yourself. I kind of like it because I can take my time, go do this little side mission here, go explore that little bit there that it doesn't actually show on the map, but there's a guy there and he's like, can you help me? And I'm like, okay. And then I can just go, oh, what's it over there? And I kind of just take my time and go through it. And that's what I love about it. Like, it's so like, and if I want to go into a mission and I really want to go gung-ho with other people, I can. So yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I mean, like, it's sometimes, like, for example, I think it was this morning, I woke up at like 6:30 or something, and I started playing, and I got up to, I think it was a side missions, and I got up to the boss, and I was just getting slaughtered. Like, I died like 3 times. I was like, fuck, I wish I had someone with me. But it's kind of making me better at the game, because I'm having to figure out ways of defeating like a whole bunch of enemies when I'm by myself. And
new tactics, definitely.
That's it. So I'm really enjoying it. It's been fun. I don't know if it's gonna get repetitive, but I think the kind of grind where you're just like trying to go for the better gear, stronger weapons, better armor, that sort of thing. It's just keeping me going, and it's like you said, the variety in missions and side missions and sort of environment stuff, like not the strongholds, what are the other ones, the control points or whatever they're called.
Control points, then there's like hostage situations as well.
Yes, I did a couple of those last night and this morning as well, and it's really cool.
Some of the even story missions are beautiful. Like there's a bit where you go through a museum. That's what I'm going to say. That's amazing. Yeah, they just put a fair bit of detail. I feel like the side missions in this one are like the main missions in Division 1. Like, literally.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
agree.
it's
Like,
bizarre.
it's if it didn't say side mission on there, I probably would have thought it was part of the story.
Yeah.
They're pretty robust, and is there a? I don't feel like there is a difference between side missions and main missions, apart from the fact that you get better stuff, like
Um,
unlocking perks and stuff from doing main missions.
yeah, you get more XP doing the store, like the main missions.
Mm.
And the side missions, you don't get as much XP, but the loot would be nearly the same, I reckon.
Yeah,
Like,
but
pretty
in terms
similar.
of like as a mission that you're playing through,
Hmm.
it's they're pretty robust.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You'll see a few of the main missions, and you'll think, "Whoa, this is really good."
Okay,
Um,
cool.
you'll know kind of what I mean.
Hmm.
And we were way off with the Division and Destiny, by the way,
Oh, really?
way off. So the Division One came out March 8th, 2016.
16?
16. Can you believe that? Destiny
Really?
1 came out September 9th, 2014. We're just 2 years off.
Fucking hell.
So it must have not have been Destiny.
I guess we did play Destiny for the 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm.
So when Division 1 came out, we would have been playing fucking what's it called? Rise of Iron or whatever it was.
Yeah, one of the DLCs, yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm. But I feel like
maybe that's why.
they're definitely just gonna be. It will kind of be like Destiny. Like they're gonna keep on bringing out DLC for the next 3 years or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Like you're
that's
just
for
gonna be
sure.
like, it could be the end of next year, and then you saying to me, "Oh man, they've just bring out a new raid in the Division, man, and new specialists and new like heaps of stuff. Let's jump on." It's like, yeah, and we'll play the crap out of it for like probably
Mm.
2 weeks until another game comes out. But I'll play this a solid 2 weeks, and I just want to keep playing it. Like I just want to keep playing it. It's so bizarre because I was like, "Oh, this is the end of the game." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, nope! I just want to keep playing." This is crazy. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll probably talk more about it as we play more of it.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. It's been not too bad for having played not too many games. So
Yeah.
good episode. Good
Welcome to
episode.
Division Talk Radio.
That's it. That's us. Alrighty. So before we go, let the people know how they can find you on the internet.
They can find me on Instagram, Christofini.gaming, Christophinie.gaming. I throw up some pictures of what I'm playing, really. That's about it. How about you?
So for me, it's Hangs with Rog. So that's HANGSWITHROG. Same thing, really. You can also email any feedback that you want to us. So our email address is buttonmashpod@gmail.com. We also have a website, www.buttonmashpod.com, where you can find all our episodes. There's also a little button that's handy where you just click on it and it'll open up the email thing and you can just write your email there. You can also find us on Facebook. If you just look at Button Mash Podcast, you'll find us there, and usually put up what's coming out, that sort of thing. We'll try to be a bit more active on there. I haven't been pretty slack being away and stuff, but we'll try to get back into the rhythm of things. But yeah, I think that's it for this week.
Nice.
Feels good
Good to be
be
back. Yes.
indeed. All right, so we'll speak to you next week.
LeBron James.
Final round.